Alrighty guys, we're back for some Roaming Heavens, and this is a Lost Caverns of Ixalan standard brew. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I build all kinds of different decks, but I do prefer aggro decks and any decks with a red in them as well. Also, we do have that Discord link as well as that Patreon link down in the description if you're interested in joining either of those up. Okay, what do we got packed into the build here? Roaming Throne is a 4-mana 4/4 artifact creature golem with Ward 2. And as a ETBs, you choose a creature type. In this deck in particular, you're going to be choosing human. Roaming Throne is the chosen type in addition to other types. If a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. Nice. Now we also have another card in here that kind of works in a similar fashion. Isshin 2 Heavens as 1 is a 3-mana 3/4 rockin' Mardu colors up there. It's a legendary creature, human samurai. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Nice. So it's very similar to Roaming Throne. Now, one thing to note is that the Roaming Throne will not activate the Isshin's ability twice. So if you have Isshin and the Roaming Throne on the board, and let's say you attack in with Adeline, then you'll be getting 3 1/1 humans. If you have the first trigger off the Adeline, then one of them off the Isshin, and then one of them off the throne. So you'll be getting 3 more humans. At least I believe that's how that works, right? So we have a whole bunch else in here that's going to work well with the 2 Heavens and the Roaming Throne, like Anim Pakal here, Thousandth Moon. It's a 3-mana 1/2, a legendary creature. It's a human soldier. Whenever you attack with one or more non-gnome creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on Anim Pakal, then create X 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on Anim Pakal. Nice. So activating that ability twice on the same turn just seems absolutely disgusting, just swarming the board with gnomes, right? So since we're going wide so well, we also have Regal Bunnicorn in here. While not a human, it's still going to be perfect in a deck that's going wide so easily. So this is a 2-mana Rabbit Unicorn. Regal Bunnicorn's power and toughness are each equal to the number of non-land permanents you control. Beautiful card, guys, it really is. Which reminds me, this was actually a suggestion down in the comments, but like this is like multiple suggestions all packed into one. There was some where we wanted to return to Roaming Throne. There were some where we wanted to pack Regal Bunnicorn in with Anim Pakal. So guys, thank you so much for all the suggestions. They're all going to be fun ones, just packing them all into one build here. We have other terrific humans to work well with the Isshin and the Roaming Throne, like Radha's Firebrand. It's been a while, huh? So it's a 2-mana 3/1 human warrior. Whenever it attacks, target creature defending player controls with power less than Radha's Firebrand's power can't block this turn. This is great for taking out chump blockers. Just get them out of the equation. If you're swinging wide already, taking any amount of blockers out of the equation could be huge, huh? So as that domain ability at the bottom, I'm not going to take time to go over right now because we still have more cards to go over. More new stuff like Kellan, Daring Traveler. We're really not looking at the adventure side of this. So I'm not going to go over the adventure side, although we do have ways to get treasures in here, so it is possible to use that Journey on ability, but yeah, like I said, we're not going to worry about it. Really looking at this as a 2-mana 2/3 legendary creature, human fairy scout. Whenever Kellan, Daring Traveler attacks, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card with mana value 3 or less, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard. That could be pretty cool, man. This could be a great way to restock your hand, and if it's activating multiple times off of either the Isshin or the Roaming Throne, then you could really restock your hand or just get a whole bunch of lands that you don't want to see off the top of your library into the grave. So yeah, I think it's going to be worth the 2 of in here. Speaking of worth the 2 of, Ash Party Crasher is a 2-mana 2/2 with haste and celebration whenever it attacks. If 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Ash. Nice. I don't know how often, like, you're going to want to have the celebration activate before the attack for this to actually work. So I don't know how often it's actually going to come in handy. Maybe we only want 1 Ash, and maybe we'll talk more about that in the final thoughts, like going up the 3rd Kellan or something. But we'll see 2 of them because I do want to see it, and I want to see how often we actually get like multiple counters on this or something, you know? The 1-drops, we have 4 Yotian Frontliners. While not a human, it's easy to cast out since it's just that colorless mana, but also it works really well with the Isshin. As you're swinging in and you're getting 2 buffs off the Frontliner, that could really go a long way. Unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't work with the Roaming Throne, but I mean, I guess you could call Soldier with Roaming Throne. I don't think you're going to want to do that very often, but it could maybe at some point. Nah, probably not, but still. Got 4 Lunarch Veterans here. This is a 1-mana 1/1, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life, and it has that Disturb where you can play it out as Luminous Phantom, which is a 1/1 flyer. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, you gain 1 life, and then of course, if it leaves, if it ever goes back into the graveyard, you exile it instead. Lunarch Veteran is going to be excellent as we're going wide, and that was actually another suggestion down in the comments somewhere, right? Like I said, I combined a whole bunch of suggestions into one. Yeah, I think it's going to be terrific in here. Also have 3 Diamond Pickaxes. This is a 1-mana artifact equipment with Indestructible. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has, whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. So that's going to work well with the Isshin again, right? All those extra treasures could go a long way if we're keeping our hand nice and stocked up. Off of cards like Kellan, being able to play multiple things on the same turn could do a lot. The problem is the equip cost is 2, so hopefully it doesn't hold us up too often. There are going to be moments where you spend 2 mana, attach this to something, swing in, then use that treasure immediately to play like a 1-drop or something, right? Attaching this to something like Firebrand could be really good as a 4/2 with that ability. You know, taking like a 3/3 blocker out of the equation from the opponent could be huge for us. So yeah, interested to see if that's going to do a thing. Now, also on the top end with Roaming Throne, we have a 1 of Mishra claimed by Gix. This is a 4-mana 3/5 legendary creature Phyrexian Human Artificer. Don't get to see this one too often, huh? But whenever you attack, each opponent loses X and you gain X life, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So that could help us wrap up a game, especially if that's activating multiple times, right? So one of the biggest issues I had with putting this deck together was actually the mana base, and I actually did land on all 4 Cavern of Souls. Helping our creatures not get countered is going to be huge. You're going to call human more often than not with Cavern of Souls. If you do something silly like call rabbit early on just to play the Bunnicorn, then it might really hinder the build, but I mean, you never know. Hopefully we don't get held up on Cavern of Souls at all. Like I said, you're going to be calling human more often than not. Restless Bivouac, also when that swings in, that also works with the Isshin, right? Because whenever it attacks, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and doing things like buffing that Firebrand, again, it really comes into play, huh? Or plugging extra counters onto the Anim Pakal so you get extra gnomes and stuff too. So I think the 2 of these is going to be terrific. Opt in for the fast land with the Blackcleave Cliffs and the slow land with the Shattered Sanctum. We are leaning towards the white mana because that's what the deck is leaning towards here, just a little bit, but I do think we're going to need more white mana more often than not, so this should be fine. We have a Seat, an Abandoned Mire, and a Crucible of Defiance. A whole bunch of honorable mentions. You guys ready for this? I'm not going to take too much time to go over them. Realistically, we're just splashing the black in this build for the Isshin and the Mishra on the top end, and we should be fine with that splash of black. That's why we don't have more stuff. Like, I thought about Callous Sellsword. It could be cool to chuck a Regal Bunnicorn at the opponent's face or something. That could be a really cool addition, right? Graveyard Trespasser works well, just in general in here with the Roaming Throne and the Isshin, so definitely honorable mentions for a reason. Thought about this Preacher of the Schism? Something like that. Thought about this one for the build as well. Like I said, just a splash of black this time around. Thought about Monstrous Rage, giving trample to like the Regal Bunnicorn could be huge. Also, the Monster Roll is another permanent, so yeah, it works really well with that. Thought about Devilish Valet, since we're going to be just spamming creatures onto this board, right? Like Squee could have been really good to also spam some creatures, but it's not a human, so like it kind of hinders the build just a little bit, but I could totally see a 1-of still. Thought about Phyrexian Dragon Engine to work with that Mishra, but this isn't in here to flip, it's just in here for that top ability. And then I thought about a bunch of the Restless land here too, like Restless Fortress could have been cool, Restless Fence, but they all enter tap, so it's going to slow down our first turns every now and then, so I just opted for just more regular planes and stuff, right? Thought about Plaza of Heroes because we have a whole bunch of legendaries in here, and Secluded Courtyard also didn't make the cut because I think in this one, Cavern of Souls is going to be a little better. Woo, buddy, there's a lot to go over in this one. Hopefully I went over it well enough. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked, and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get right into that first game here. In the meantime, there's an opponent. In the meantime, what am I expecting from the build? We gotta expect jank, right? We have to. But at the same time, we got some just insane combos in here that I feel like aren't gonna be that bad to pull off, like at all. Okay, good mana, good creatures. Yeah, good. Excellent. No one drop, totally fine. Depending on... Okay, well, we'll start with Blackcleave Cliffs. Probably gonna go right into... Well, we got a lot of 2-drops to choose from. Daring Traveler? Probably the Kellan, right? I think so. I think so. And Crucible is probably better for the creatures over the Abandoned Mire. So we're gonna go Abandoned Mire into Isshin. Still got a mana. Anim. Ooh. Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait. Let's see about getting that Isshin down right now and see if we can stock up our hand with this Kellan. Roaming. Ooh. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I can put it in the grave? Oh, I see, I see. No, decline. I want that on top. Decline. I want the roaming thrown on top because that's like both of the cards that we want on this board, right? So even though it's going to be... Yeah, we could have sent it to the grave and seen if we found something to put in our hand. Yeah, I think we want that. That's going to be fun. Anim next turn is probably what we do over the roaming throne though, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe we play it. Call human? Use Kellan's ability 3 times instead? No. I'm gonna go Anim. Keep roaming throne for another time. Because we get 2 counters onto it then, like this. That's sick, dude. Holy cow. Cavern of Souls. Do I want that on top? So we can keep Crucible? Okay, I'll decline. That's totally fine. Dude, how cool is this, man? In our first game, pulling this off? Okay, bonus down. Yeah, see the land off the top, then play roaming. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, dude. Regal Bunnicorn just chilling right now, though. And we had the land with Crucible, but I just kind of feel like keeping that as utility is going to be a little better here. What's this? Consuming Tide. Excuse me? Excuse me? Return all godlike permanents not chosen this way to the owner's hand. Wow. What I guess we'll keep Anim down, right? That's pretty good to keep there because we're still going to get a whole bunch of gnomes. That's brutal though. That was rough. Okay. Human. Throne. All human. Make sure we're using all of our mana, right? Swing. Happens twice. Boom, boom. Down to 2. This is sick, dude. This is sick. Holy cow. How are we gonna, like, if they do another board wipe, though, how are we gonna get through? GG, opponent. GG. What a great game. What a great first game, man. Oh, I think I forgot to change my cosmetics. Oh, that's okay. We got all the new stuff equipped, so that's cool. That's still neat. For some reason at the beginning, or like the first couple weeks of a set release, I'm terrible at changing the cosmetics for the decks. Like I do it like 50% of the time instead, you know what I mean? With how that played out, dude, I'll tell you what, if it plays out like that every other game, then like it might actually be decent. There's no way we call Bunny on this cavern, right? All right, let's do it. Let's try it. We might call Bunny. Okay, we got another cavern though for humans too, so that's good. That's probably what we end up doing since we have 2 of them. All one on Bunny, Spirited Companion, or one on Unicorn. Huh? That also works. We're gonna need double white for Adeline when it comes time. We could do first one on human, see what we see, and then play 2 Yotian Frontliners for the turn, right? Because, yeah, we don't need to play the Bunnicorn this turn. Is that a great trade for us? No. So we're just going to play Frontliners and skip the attacks. Because we'd rather all the Frontliners buff above the Companion. See, if we don't see another white source, like Adeline, we want to be on turn 3. Okay, well, they still buff each other. Another Bunnicorn. Crap, guys. Yeah, the mana's holding us this time. It's probably still human. Oh, as unfortunate as that is, huh? I think we gotta get that Adeline down over anything else, though. Buff, buff. See if they trade that Lauren into one of these Frontliners. And the 1/1. Okay. So mono white mid-range is likely here. We have no white source to bring back the Frontliner. It just any white source off the top would be good. Adeline's out of the equation. Uh-oh, guys, we need to see the mana needs to line up like it did last game. Bro, doubling down on ossifications for the turn. Ooh, roaming throne. That's not bad at all, is it? Let's get that down. All human, yeah. What if this is the game where we should have called soldiers, though? This is definitely an awkward one. Elish, bro. Holy cow. Well, that stops the Lunarch Veteran. How are we going to get around that, huh? Without playing anything else? A 4/7 blocks the 4/4 a little bit too well here. That's it. That's our turn. At least we drew something we could play, right? Brutal Cathar. Pay the ward too. Yeah. Oh, we're in trouble because that activates twice. So they pick up both of our creatures for 1 Brutal Cathar. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Let's see what we see. Land, and it's not a white source. Oh, no. We can't blame it on luck yet, though. You know, we're still testing out the build. It might very well be how I put the build together. No great ways to remove the Elish Norn either, so the deck really focusing on just slamming face and taking blockers out of the equation with like Firebrand and stuff. Which worked out last game, but not this game. Like, Bunnicorn really struggling here. So if I would have called Bunny and didn't go, it wouldn't have mattered too much. Dude, this is a wild deck from the opponent. That has first strike too. I want to see what's on top. So I was thinking about just taking the damage, but I do want to see our card on the top. Draw a card on Vampire, draw 2 on Companion. Dude, what on earth? Oh, Blackcleave Cliffs. Yep, every now and then it's going to line up like this, so it's definitely something to think about. Hey, good game, opponent. If we drew like that, I don't know. I don't know if it really mattered what they were doing. But, like, it's they're really popping off. That Elish Norn is disgusting. Like, once you get to that 5 mana, once you get to keep this on the board, like, it just does so much. And the fact that it's a 4/7 just makes it a really intense blocker. Really intense. Really hard to get around. I'm actually surprised we don't see more Elish Norn just based on, like, the amount of mono red. But, you know, being 5 mana, mono red puts that pressure on. Like, it's your turn 4 and you're like, oh, crap. We're dead next turn, you know? Sometimes it's your turn 3 if they went first, so maybe that's why we don't see as much Elish Norn. But overall, like the double ossifications, the extra removal, the Lauren could take out like etching and stuff too, so yeah, solid build, opponent, really solid. See if we can get that mana base to line up a little bit better this next game, but I can't ask for too much, man. That first game was just so good. Like, we can't ask for too much past just how well that first game turned out. Oh, no red source. Okay, this time I'll mulligan, right? See if... Okay, here we go. Yeah, there's our dual land. We skip a turn 1 to get the Restless Bivouac down. Keep 6 Stitch of Cliffs, right? Depending on what we draw here. Radha's Firebrand. So we could go turn 1 Pickaxe, wait on the Kellan, get Firebrand down, right? For turn 2, since Restless Bivouac comes out tapped. So since we saw a 2-drop that we could play, we're going this route instead of the Restless Bivouac turn 1 to get the turn 2 Kellan. Okay, 2 mana open for the opponent. Let's see if Firebrand lands. So like Cavern of Souls would be perfect here to stop. Well, it could be some spot removal then, right? I was gonna say to stop like a make disappear from happening, but Faithful Mending. Do we get to keep this? We get to keep this Firebrand potentially, guys. We go Restless Bivouac. That's tapped. We could attach the Diamond Pick, swing, get a treasure. That'll be our 4th mana for Roaming Throne. I don't know. Let's find out. Oh my goodness, Sunfall in the Grave. Well, that means they have another one in hand, guys. I promise. Or something. Some form of board wipe is in hand. So we gotta play around that when it comes time. There's our 3rd. Or for our double white. But it's probably gonna be Bivouac, right? Let's start by doing this, because we might want to use that treasure, go Sanctum, and get the Traveler down. Let's see what happens. No creature to target with the Firebrand ability, but we do get the treasure. And the big question here is, do we want Kellan down this turn, or do we just go Restless Bivouac? 5 mana next turn. Probably Bivouac. And technically, we could make a map token. But no. We want the treasure over anything else, I would say. Especially since Faithful Mending brings him back up to 19. Yeah, especially since we'd have 5 mana next turn to go 1/2 white sources and another white source for the Kellan, so we could skip the roaming and get extra creatures down. But like I said, Sunfall in the Grave from the discard means they have another one. And another one. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, well, there's definitely a 3rd one then. I don't think this is the type of deck you would just discard Sunfall to, you know? Oh, Temporary Lockdown. That gets rid of everything, including our treasure token. Ah, bro. Okay, another roaming. I guess it's roaming, right? Ward 2 is pretty good against a deck like this. As much as I'd like to do more, losing that treasure token was pretty rough. Temporary Lockdown, one we don't get to see too often. Yeah, these control builds are going to be pretty tough to get around if we don't have a perfect lineup. 5th mana comes down. I doubt it's Sunfall against 1. Ward 2's just terrific, because if it's a Wandering Emperor, they don't have it. If it's a counter spell, we'd rather... Tough decisions, guys. Tough decisions. Let's get that Adeline down. Let's see if it lands, because we'll swing and get 2 1/1s. It's like I said, Wandering Emperor not hitting the throne here is pretty good. But they could create a 2/2 off of the Emperor and block one of the 1/1s. This is cool. This is neat. Doing a thing. Damage going through. Play around Sunfall or get Frontliner on the board. Play around Sunfall probably, right guys? Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we can't, if we play that Frontliner, dude. Oh, Memory Deluge. Okay. Even if they didn't have that 3rd Sunfall in hand, they could find it off the Memory Deluge or a Farewell. 6 mana comes down, Farewell. They didn't slam the Sunfall down. Are we safe for the turn, dude? Are we gonna get a swing next turn? I'll tell you what though, Wandering Emperor doesn't even hit the Adeline because of the Vigilance. There's the 6th mana. So they got Soaring City down. They might be asking the question, do we have to Farewell this turn? Or do we just keep Faithful Mending, gain 2? They'd have 3 open, so it could be like another spot removal for the Adeline. Gain 2 up to 14, spot remove that. It is going to be the Faithful Mending, probably spot removal the Adeline then. Guys, playing around a board wipe didn't work out in our favor. Unless if we played Frontliner, maybe that would have tempted them to play the board wipe then. We just don't know what's in their hand, unfortunately. Discard any number of cards, draw that. Wait, they're tapped out. Guys, can we get there? We need something hasty, something that affects this board. Lunarch Veteran. Wait, if we go Throne number 2, all human, full swing, 4 humans off of the, because we don't need life. Okay, Throne number 2. Human. Full swing. Oh, 3 humans, not 4 humans. That's 8 plus. That's it. That's lethal. I wasn't gonna count it after. Or I wasn't gonna count it before. I was gonna count it after because I knew it was gonna be just a ton of extra damage from the Adeline, but GG opponent. I wonder if they didn't have the 3rd Sunfall then, or if they did end up just risking it there. Perfect example of, 1 second guys, I want to double check the deck real quick here. Just double checking. Right, yeah, yeah, we got the slam face strategy going on in this build. I wanted to double check to see. I forgot to put in the honorable mentions removal, right? Because I don't play with as much removal as I should, and that's just kind of a thing I do. And there's like certain decks can totally get away with it. And we do it all the time. Is this one of those decks based on that mono white mid-range one? No. So we might want to consider some removal. But based on those other two where we're just really slamming face, heck yeah, dude. I think we could get away with it. Either way, in the honorable mentions, I needed to put some form of removal in there. Yeah, we try this, man. We try this. Cavern of Souls. When we see the pickaxe after the fact, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yeah, so we don't have a red source for the diamond pickaxe right now. 3-color builds, man. Sometimes the mana bases are pretty greedy. Underdog. Hey, red source. Let's go. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Get everything down. And prepare for that Isshin. No attacks. Isshin only affecting the Frontliner's attack here. No blocks. We're definitely gaining enough from that veteran for now. Oh, a 3 open, that's gross. Well, gonna be hard to counter our humans at least. We go 3rd. Pickaxe, gain a treasure, only have 2 open. So it's gonna be Isshin. Over the pickaxe, totally fine. And pickaxe next turn means double treasure when we swing. Gain 1 up to 19, swing. 2 on the Frontliner. Gonna be Malcolm. Block the... nothing? Okay. I was gonna say, because since Veteran's a 3/3, they could chump it, but that would be pretty bad, I would say. 4 open over here, no blocks. It's coming through, guys. It's coming through. Because if we block, like, Seat of the Empire would be brutal on the Isshin. And we want that on the board for this turn. Okay, let's go. What do we... Where would they exile with Wandering Emperor? Frontliner, right? No, Isshin. So we'd want to put this on the Frontliner, probably. this extra mana isn't doing too much. We definitely want to see one of our creatures that care about attacking. So we full swing, split this frontliner up. Well, we'll probably put them both onto Veteran. Like I said, if they go Wandering Emperor, it's probably going to hit that 2 heavens as one. Treasure, treasure. Yeah, we don't need all this. We don't need all this mana in hand now that we're getting treasure. Yeah, that -2/-2 is probably hitting the Isshin. Or, actually, generate a 2/2 block the frontliner, then next turn they could exile. Okay, there we go. They go for it there. Taking 5. Do I play this turn? Yes, right? Since we have 2 open mana over here, using one of the treasures. Get the other one down while we have the mana for it, I would say. Okay, anything off the top except land. I think anything would be golden. +1 on the underdog. Do they full swing this time? They do not. They want to keep a blocker bat. They're going to keep that 5 mana open. Ditching a Malcolm. Oh, land off the top, guys. Uh-oh. Could go abandon Mire, see if we find something before combat. That could be fine. It costs 1 less, so we have 3 mana open after the fact. Wait. We'd want to play a human with Cavern. So we want to go you, 1, 2. We have the treasure too, but I guess since we have the treasure, it's fine for this one, right? That should be fine. So like Adeline, anything that works with this Isshin would be amazing. What do we hit? A Kellan. Oh, we could go map token. I don't know if that's something we want to do, but we could. Could also just play the Kellan. You know what? I'm going for it. If we go map token, and then we go explore on the frontliner, then buff the veteran to 3. Oh, no removal. Crap, guys. Okay, so now we can't buff veteran to 3, so it's not worth going map on the frontliner. Get 1 extra. Wait. It is still worth it. It is still worth it, guys. Because we swing at Emperor. Firebrand on top. Do we keep that? That's probably decent. Would have been better than the mana. Actually, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm actually afraid that the opponent's gonna start pulling ahead here. So we full swing at the Wandering Emperor as we're trying to take it out. We get 1 treasure token back. We buff the veteran. So now, no matter what, this Wandering Emperor dies. If they block here, dead. If they block here, it trades, and then the veteran takes him out. Unless they have more removal in hand, right? So,
See you later.
Okay, and then it's going to be Kellan for the turn, so we can try to restock our hand next turn. Oh, dude, what a great match, huh? This is a neat one. A lot of little puzzles to think through. I go full swing. Okay, we're taking that. We're taking that 6. Down to 7. They're getting real close to that 4th counter on the Malcolm. Card looks insane, dude. Malcolm looks awesome. Love that it's a pirate too, so it fits a lot of themes. Kellan. Okay, we start with the swing. We risk it. Yeah, we risk that swing, dude. We do. We see what we see. Off the Kellan. Wandering Emperor number 2 is probably the nail in the coffin. They could actually just go creature. They could go, well, they don't know what's in our hand though. I was gonna say they could go creature. Like at the end, just take the 5 on the board. So we were able to find a Regal Bunnicorn. So I guess we just play literally everything, right? I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am gonna get this down and save Actually, no, yeah, literally everything. Let's do this. Treasure for the map. And Kellan. I should have kept that Cavern of Souls open, just in case that last card was like a make disappear or something. Look at that, 6/6 Regal Bunnicorn. Oh crap, Virtue of Loyalty coming down as the 5-drop. We're dead. We're dead, there's no way, right? Counter up there. Nope, no great thing. Let's take the 3. Yeah, we have a great block on the ground for the underdog. No blocks. This untaps, guys. Malcolm untaps. So it's going to be a 4-3 in the air. They get to play Rafine for free. Should I have blocked? Should I have blocked there, guys? So they didn't get the free Rafine? Probably. Oh no, Cavern of Souls. Ah, that's just a land. All right. Since we're probably dead, let's just see what's on top. Off the map token, unfortunately, guys. Another land. Full swing, go, go, go. Where do we want to go? I'm gonna see another creature off the Kellan, potentially. We do have a blocker in the air. Yeah, we're dead. Let's full swing at face. I don't think we're getting around this one, guys. I really, really don't. I'll buff the Kellan, I think. Treasure token. Ooh, Radha's Firebrand off the top. I'm wondering if I should have kept that other one on top. This is a lot of mana, dude. This was a lot of mana. I got blocks for days down to 6. The exiles happen, and we end up perishing in the sky. I'll go ahead and play that mountain since that's what they ended up seeing there. Oh, hey. Could activate that ability that I didn't go over earlier. But that actually could have been really good too. Instead though, I'll just go ahead and equip the diamond pick over here. The frontliner dies because of the blocker. The pickaxe was keeping the frontliner alive. That's funny, dude. Watch out for that sometime. That does happen every now and then. Either way, we were dead from the swing in the air. So if we would have kept a blocker back, still no guarantees, guys. They, the big issue is they're going to untap every single turn from the Virtue of Loyalty too. So that was good. I think that was excellent. I think, like, even so, even with how much the opponent ended up doing here, like, we still got to showcase the deck really well. Good game, opponent. I've been seeing a little bit of an uptick in the amount of Esper being played. I feel like we should be a little concerned about that, right? Wandering Emperor is still just a big old pain in the butt. But overall, any amount of spot removal would have been pretty bad in that one in particular. Guys, 38 minutes in. Let's push it. One more. Let's do this. Let's do this. One more, then we'll go over the build. See what we can pull off here. See if we can go fast enough. I think we have the capabilities of going just ultra fast, man. Good hand, right? No, red source again for the diamond pick. So we are getting a little punished with the mana base. And so far in... I played the wrong land. Let's see if I see something off the top. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, no. It needed to be Shattered Sanctum. This is a slow land. Wah, wah. So we don't have the Ash Party Crasher. I did get punished for accidentally playing the wrong land there. I just get so hasty, man. I gotta slow down. We have a terrific turn 3, though. Actually, we probably start with Adeline, don't we? Let's get that Adeline down. Yeah, see, missing that turn 2 Ash, we're really missing out, guys. We missed out on a ton of early damage. I can't believe I did that. I'm so sorry. Hopefully we can still pull this back and yeah. All these triomes. Bramble familiar. Ooh. Dude, let's go. That Isshin next turn, if they don't remove any of this. They have block into a 1/1. They're taking 5. I'll tell you what, they'd be in danger. Swing with Ash on that first turn would have been 2. Swing with Ash last turn would have been 3. They'd be at 10 already. I can't believe I did that, guys. Don't blame the deck. Definitely blame me on this one if we end up losing. Of course, the opponent could end up pulling this back nicely. A couple pieces of removal before that Isshin hits the board could be enough. Could be. Gonna be Virtue of Persistence before the Anim gets any extra counters. Another piece of removal would be brutal, man. They remove that Adeline. Okay, nothing. Bunnicorn Ash could be fine, but it's probably Isshin and Diamond Pickaxe for the turn. As we attempt to swing with the Adeline and get a couple extra 1/1 soldiers. And I think we end up swinging with our other 1/1 too. Because either way, one of our 1/1s is going to die from the block. So something's sticking over there. Something sticky. Bramble Familiar doesn't chump here, I don't think. I'm pretty sure they take out a 1/1. Yep. And then take 7, down to 10. Okay, I wonder, is a board wipe coming down next turn? Because a board wipe would be really bad. Because the cards in our hand, like especially the double legendary Ash, where's Headquarters for the turn? That's right, we got to be careful. This counts as mana too. They had 3 open there. Same concept as last turn. If they can do 2 things of spot removal on this turn, then we're in trouble. And let's not forget earlier I missed about 5 damage, so we'll see if we lose by 5. Okay, Adeline's going to be the target here, I'm pretty sure. Wait, do they even have anything big in the grave to hit? -X, -X? X is 3. Take out a 1/1. Oh, guys, we might be getting a little lucky. Gotta be real with ya. Gotta be real with you, dude. It's still going to be a full swing, right? Regardless of the block here, the Adeline gets through. Treasure, Ash coming down. We're going to keep the Crucible back. Is it Regal Bunnicorn or Treasure off the Diamond Pickaxe? We get 2 Treasure, actually. So we go this onto the Isshin, so it gets around. Full swing. I don't know what order we actually want. It doesn't really matter. Because the Ash won't get the celebration because it has to happen before the swing goes in. So do we play around a board wipe, keep Bunnicorn in hand? So the trade with that, and that is 9 damage going through to their face. We play around a board wipe, guys. We keep the 6. And they can get rid of the Ash Party Crasher here. We keep the 6 and we can play Crucible and Ash Party Crasher. So the deck has proven itself here. We can definitely go fast enough. Opponent needs some life gain and a board wipe. For real. They need to clear up this board and get a little bit of life gain. Because we got Crucible and Ash next turn. Oh no. Atraxa. You're too early. You're too early to the equation. Guys, I'm gonna get punished for playing that land earlier. Oh no. How do we get around that? We play Ash. We play Crucible. They block, they're going back up to 8. We need 8 going through. We get 2 counters on the Ash. They block the Isshin. That's 1, 2. Is that 8? Is that 8 going through? I think it's 8. Guys, I think we're okay. Because it'll be 4 on the Ash. 1, 2. We still get the Regal Bunnicorn too. I guess it doesn't really matter what order we put those in. Couple treasures, couple counters. They block the Isshin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9 going through. Oh man, we got there. We didn't get punished. I was sweating. I was sweating, dude. I really didn't want it to be my fault that we would have lost. But dude, check it out, man. Perfect example of just slamming an uncontrollable amount of damage through. I can't even talk. That's how excited I am that we got there. Guys, let's go over this build one more time, huh? Let's do this. This was sick. Yeah, the mana base definitely felt like it was holding us up a little bit here and there, but what pack do we got? Ooh, Lost Caverns of Ixalan, and it's a... Ooh, that's what you like to see. Anything goes. Rare wild card. Oh, and I must have collected everything from that set. Cool. I'm okay with that. I kind of wish if you collected everything from a set and you get like a gift pack like that, that they give you a pack that you didn't collect you know what I mean? That would be nice, but... Roaming Heavens. Here's the deck list again, guys. Cool stuff, man. I would have loved to see Radha's Firebrand do a little bit more today. Hey, those treasures on the Diamond Pickaxe were pretty sick, huh? All the legendaries makes you wonder if we actually want a second Crucible of Defiance over here, too. 23 land felt like it was fine enough. I don't think I'd go up any. I don't think I'd go down any. Roaming Throne was excellent. Very cool. Just very cool lineup overall. I like this. I like this a lot. And if we didn't have the 2 Ash Party Crasher, that would have been it. We would have lost to that Atraxa last time, huh? Like, we needed those extra counters. We needed everything. We needed all the damage slamming through. So, like, the haste was crucial. If we had 1 of these and 3 of these, this doesn't have haste. So, yeah. I like the split. Would have loved to see Regal Bunnicorn do a little bit more today, too. Overall, what I would end up dropping is probably 1 pickaxe. And then going up a piece of removal could be fine. You don't have to do the red cat thing and not play with removal. There's going to be moments where removal actually just helps you be more aggressive. So what would I go up, though? With the Splash of Black, I don't think it would be a great thing to go up like a Go for the Throat or something. That being said, the mana base did feel a little greedy at times. I could actually see dropping 1 Cavern of Souls and going up another dual land. What dual land did we need to see most? I guess more red? Okay, maybe drop a Cavern and drop a Plains down to 3. And go up 2 more dual lands. Dual lands of your choice would be fine. Overall, we kind of performed well enough with this mana base too. But I do think I would probably, if I played this one again, I'd probably want more dual lands. The mana base is probably going to look like an absolute mess by the time you're done with it, but that's fine, as long as you're actually able to play everything out, you know? Didn't get to see Mishra do a thing today either. I think it would have been good. I think the 1 of, though, like, I don't think we want more of those on the top end. So yeah, drop a Cavern. Drop Plains, go up 2 dual land, drop a Diamond Pickaxe, go up 1 piece of removal. 1 piece of removal. Yeah, no, I mean, I could also see dropping like a Regal Bunnicorn for a 2nd piece of removal too. That could totally be fine. And maybe like a Frontliner for a 3rd piece. 3 pieces of removal? That's too much. No, I'm just teasing. No, yeah, that could work as well. But again, if you saw those matches that we won, like, they all required us to just slam creatures, like all of them. But if you look at the matches we lost, we needed some removal too. So like a little balance could be good. Cool, neat deck overall. I don't even think I'm gonna change it before putting it on Aether Hub. I think it was fine. Maybe I'll make it, you know, modify it for consistency. But I still think it might be relatively consistent. More testing required for sure, though. Okay. Guys, if you made it this far into the video for real, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you. Thank you again for the suggestion. It was an awesome one. Alrighty, I'll see y'all in the next video.